I would bet that most, if not all of you, have had an idea at some point for a game, or a board game, or a tabletop game. And I bet nothing really came of it, it was just an idea. My name is Tim, and we are Dicecasters, and we're going to help bring your tabletop game to life. Board games are back, baby, and with a vengeance! Oh my gosh! Board games, baby! It is a $12 billion a year industry. It is insane, and it is growing, and it's projected to grow a lot. Every generation is playing games. It's undisputable. I should have data to back that up. Saying undisputable is dangerous. Oh, don't ramble. Oh, and don't say don't ramble. I'm just going to carry on. People who play board games love playing board games, and they love tweaking. Oh yes, change this little rule here, that would make it more fun. Oh, what if we add this rule? That would make it amazing. They love to tweak and change, but they also love to create. They have new ideas for games. Games beget more games because playing them makes you want to play and make more games. But there's a problem. Once you have the idea, what do you do next?
Yeah, I've got an idea for a game. I've got a few ideas in my head and a few notes written down, but I'm not really sure what to do with it yet.
So I was thinking of doing a board game which I've designed, but I just wouldn't know what to do next with it.
We're doing it real.
Yeah, I had a board game idea, got it a fair way, and then thought, how do I actually test this thing?
I'm in that video, and I don't like it. I spent the last 3 years developing a board game, and it was hard. It was harder than it needed to be, and it took so much longer than it needed to take as well. And that's where we come in, Dicecasters. We are a community of committed, enthusiastic board game developers. We have a tool that helps you take you from the idea phase to the fleshed out board game phase. We are a massive network of playtesters who want to playtest your game and want to get rewarded for doing so. And we are a marketplace where you can take your finished game and you can sell it to the people who want it. Our game design engine takes all the data you know about your game so far and uses data from other games and helps you think, hey, look, it's great, but your audience doesn't match with the mechanics you're using, and maybe you don't know what mechanics are, and it can help you with that part too. It's, hey, the game's great, but it's a bit too long, or the turns are taking too long. Maybe there's not enough players, maybe there's too many players. And the big one is, how does your game end? Games need to end. I'm sorry, they do, all of them. And once you become a member of Dicecasters, I keep almost saying Dice Masters. Dicecasters, that gives you access to the game engine tool. It also gives you access to premium art AI generation, and it also gives you access to the playtesters who can help playtest your games. Is that important? Yes, it's important. You must test your game or it won't be very good. So the playtesters, we spoke to people online, on Twitter, Reddit, Instagram. We went to the shops in Norwich, the cafes. Everybody we spoke to was like, yeah, let me playtest game. Put it in front of me, I want to playtest, please. We want to reward these playtesters with an NFT that represents their contribution to the game, their time, their work, their effort. And when that game goes to market and it sells, they get a portion of the profits. If that game sells really well, thank you very much. That's why we're using Web3 technology. We want to prove that this person has contributed to the game. We want to make sure that the relationship is between the creator and the tester. That is something that is immutable and it cannot be changed. That person can say, I helped develop Exploding Kittens, and no one can take that away from me. And then when you're finished, you take it to the marketplace, and you sell away. In the first year, we expect we'll have about 1,000 users, £65,000 profit, and we expect to break even in September next year. We expect that in 5 years, we'll have a net profit of £26 million. The most important part about this is the community. It is gathering together the creators, the people who have these ideas and they want to make them. It's taking the collaborators, the people who want to help make them the best idea they can be. And we have the consumers who are like, yeah, give me those great games, I want them. But you don't have to belong to one group. It's very likely that someone is a creator, as well as helping someone else collaborate on their game. And they're like, yeah, give me that game, I'm going to buy it. We wanted to make this massive community a tight-knit, close, friendly place. Now we're back to the beginning. That idea that I said you had when you were younger, for an idea, it never came into anything, let's make it happen.
really like the idea of the kind of membership community, the subscription model, but everybody has a great idea and they want to develop their great idea, and maybe that takes a few months. What do you do to keep them coming back month after month after they've succeeded or failed with their idea?
Yeah, so the game design engine isn't a one-stop thing. You use it, you put the data of the game in, you get that data, you put it into place, you get your testers to come and test the game. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm getting some weird feedback. People are complaining, let's put it back in the game engine. I still have access to it because I'm still a subscriber. And they go back to it. And then, but the whole model benefits from the fact that, yeah, I might only be developing a game for 6 months, but I'm also a gamer. I'm probably going to do it again. I'm probably going to come back for 12 months because I've got a bigger idea for the next one. And then we've got the marketplace, and that's how we keep them without, they can't get away, sort of thing, but not horrible and sinister like I just made it sound.
Thanks for that. And the other thing, I really like your idea about rewarding the testers for their part in the creation of the new game. Have you thought about whether you as a platform would also participate in the success, financial success of games developed on the platform? We
consider this a lot. The initial idea and the current idea, I'll be honest, is no. But I don't think it's ended there. It's definitely something for discussion, but then it comes all in the tokenomics and how, when we get it, I mean, it would be really easy every time it sells on the game, but we're already taking a commission. And I think the answer's probably yes. And I think that's the best answer I can give you on that one. No further comment on that question?
Great, thanks very much.
They're scary. I'll be creepy now. So you talk about sharing the revenues by the NFTs being, an indicator of your involvement. How are you going to share the revenue? How is the person that's created the game, because they don't need to sell it through your platform, right? How is that revenue share actually going to materialize for those people?
That's a great question. We talked at length about this. The answer is, if they sell through their platform, it is really easy. It's verifiable and trustless. If they decide, actually, I want to sell through Amazon, we can't prove it. But there is the element of community. It's, hey, these 6 people, they made your game amazing. And now you're selling it on Amazon. And it's not like a guilt trip type thing, but it's more of you still have the option to share in the profits with them. You still know very easily who it was that tested them, their wallets, for example. So it's not that you can't, but it's that you can. That makes sense. I'll take that. Thank you very much. I see you've all got your pride. 3D printed dice, so I'm glad you got that.